Speaking to the mic,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're on TV now, Ms. Coe, so yeah, we're going to need to hear you. All right. We're going on the record.
1 p.m. case, Han Sup Yu and Sung Hae MacDonald, Hanco Incorporated, trading as Miller's Liquors, 849 Washington Boulevard. Class A beer, wine, and liquor license violation of Rule 4.01A. Alcohol sold to persons under the age of 21. Everybody testifying, please step forward and raise your right hand.
Yeah.
Swear or affirm the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. Thank you very much. You are Sung Hae MacDonald?
Yes.
Okay. And do you admit or deny that a person under 21 years of age purchased alcohol from your establishment on January 16th of this year?
이러는 거 그냥
Yeah.
하시다.
You admit that it happened?
예,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And I forgot to ask you, Han Sup Yu is a co-licensee. Does Han Sup Yu know that you are appearing at this hearing today?
Yeah.
Okay. And Han Sup Yu has authorized you to be here.
이거 라이센스가 내 거라서 상관.
아니요, 그냥
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, we'll hear briefly from Agent Fitzgerald.
Yes, sir.
All right, we've got a report that you filed with the Liquor Board indicating that on January 16th, 2013 at 8:29 p.m., Mr. Brandon M. Hirsch, date of birth May 7th, 1993, did purchase a Captain Morgan rum 200 milliliter bottle for $7.25 from Sung Kang at the subject premises, 849 Washington Boulevard. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, and the cadet, Mr. Hirsch, is standing to your left and prepared to testify
he
today.
is.
All right, thank you very much. Polite and cooperative?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Detective, you filed a report in this matter dated January 16th of this year, isn't that right? Therein, you indicated that a departmental $20 bill was used for Mr. Brandon Hirsch, minor under the age of 21, to purchase a 200 milliliter bottle of Captain Morgan rum from employee Sung Kang at the subject establishment at 849 Washington Boulevard.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. No additions or corrections to your report? Thank you. Thank you very much, Detective. All right, based on the admission and based on the corroboration of the officer and the Liquor Board agent's testimony, we do find the licensee guilty of 401A by a preponderance of the evidence. What steps is she going to take to make sure that Ms. Kong or other employees don't do this again?
But first, he wasn't an employee. She just had to go back to her house for like an hour because her daughter was sick. Because she usually work at her store with her daughter, and that daughter was sick. And me and my dad and my cousin was around that area. So she called me and saying, "Oh, can you come over, just watch the store for an hour?" And that happened within that hour. So she did came back for that, and then well, she's not letting anybody into her store anymore. We're not helping or anything like that anymore. Yeah, she's gonna be the only one who's gonna work there from now on. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. And for the record, your name is Sarah Coe, S-A-R-A-H?
No, without an H.
Oh, okay, S-A-R-A?
Yeah, S-A-R-A.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Coe. All right, we're going to go off the record. And now we'll go to our decision phase. All right, decision phase, February 21st, 2013, Han Sup Yu and Sung Hae MacDonald, Hong Co. Incorporated, trading as Miller's Liquors, 849 Washington Boulevard, 4.01A violation for an A license. Ms. Sarah Coe is here today and has done some translating for co-licensee Sung Hae MacDonald, who's here. Ms. MacDonald did indeed admit the violation. It was corroborated by the detective and the agent. The cadet further is here and prepared to testify. We do determine that it did happen. We understand that it was a one-shot deal whereby Ms. MacDonald was called away and had a colleague or friend minding the store in her absence, and she understands this is very serious. And as you were waiting all day through all these other cases, you see what happens when you're number two. It becomes $2,000. So it is a $500 fine. She hasn't been in business long enough to get one of these longevity discounts. So it's a $500 fine, $125 hearing fee. How soon can you pay?
She can pay it right now.
That'd be wonderful.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to you. We're off the record. And folks, I think we're adjourned. We got one more? Am I running off? I'm ready.
One more, Chairman.
Can't remember, we're 17 or 18?
2351 Washington Boulevard.
Right.
817.
Gotcha.
So we need one person to speak into the microphone, and only one person should talk at a time so that the
Okay, that's fine.
recording can pick up everything that everyone says. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're ready.
1 p.m. case, George Marshall and Brenda Marshall, Marshalls Incorporated trading as Marshalls, 2351 Washington Boulevard, Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license. Violation of Rule 4.01A. Alcohol sold to person under the age of 21. Everybody testifying, please step forward and raise your right hand.
Swear or affirm the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Marshall.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're here, are you Brenda Marshall?
No,
Okay. All right, Brenda Marshall's your wife?
no, it's my father.
I'm the owner. I'm his father.
Oh, you're George Marshall?
Yes, sir. That's George. We're both Georges. I'm sorry.
Okay. Brenda Marshall, Mr. Marshall, is that your wife?
Yes, yes, sir.
She's on the license.
Yes, sir.
She knows you're here doing
Oh,
her
yes,
work
sir.
on her behalf?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. Are you going to admit or deny that a violation occurred on or about January 16th?
Oh, no, it happened.
You do
Yeah,
admit.
man.
Okay. All right, give me 1 second. Let's hear quickly from the agent and the detective, and we'll hear from you at that time. Thank you. Agent, you filed a report in this matter dated January 16th, 2013.
I sure did, sir.
Indicating that around 9:15 p.m. that Mr. Brandon Hirsch, date of birth May 7th, 1993, did purchase a glass of Bacardi rum and Coca-Cola for $4.50 at the subject establishment.
That is correct.
And that was purchased from an Aaron Thompson.
That is correct.
All right, thank you very much. Any additions or corrections?
Now, they were very cooperative.
Wonderful, thank you very much. Detective?
Sir.
Detective L.C. Greenhill, you filed a police report in this matter. Actually, your partner, Detective Sheldon Jones, filed a report in this matter, isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, you were on scene with him, the agent, and the cadet.
Yes, sir.
All right, whereby a marked $20 departmental bill was given to Mr. Hirsch, and then he went into the subject premises and purchased a mixed drink of rum and Coca-Cola from an Aaron Nicole Shea Thompson.
Yes, sir.
All right, any additions or corrections?
No additions, no corrections.
All right, thank you. And Agent Fitzgerald, the cadet is here and
Yes.
prepared to testify.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, okay. And at this time, we'll hear from Cadet Brandon Hirsch. Sir.
Can you tell us what happened?
I walked into the car, ordered a drink.
Didn't ask for ID, paid for it. By that time, I called them in and went through with the process.
And what was the process after that?
Taking the picture, getting money back.
Making sure it was our money, writing down what was ordered. And yeah,
Thank you very much, Cadet Hirsch. We appreciate your work here today.
thank you.
Thank you very much. Do you have any questions, Mr. Marshall, for these gentlemen?
Yes, sir. I'd just like to say, I've been running the bar for about
Give me your name one more time.
George Marshall.
George Marshall,
Jr., yes, sir.
Jr. Thank you, sir. Yep.
Been running the bar for about 2.5 years. Occasionally I get called into work in the evenings. I wasn't there at the night that it happens, so sometimes I'll bring somebody in to cover for me. You know, I didn't get to see the cadet that came in, although I can honestly say, the gentleman looks like he's about 28 years old. That's no excuse.
Yeah.
We're very diligent about IDing people. I'm gonna make sure that Aaron and anybody that I have cover for me that goes through the appropriate steps of taking alcohol awareness. We do it every 2 years. I try to, anybody that's got an opportunity to cover for me, I try to make sure that that's the case. And it just happened to be that night, it just didn't happen. You know, any consideration you can afford us,
Sure.
we appreciate it. We have been in the bar business for about 40 years between our family, and I honestly don't recall ever having a violation.
Well, we apparently, according to our records, you all were found guilty of underage sales to minors on October 29th, 2009.
Well, we had a soda tavern back in which was being leased, yeah. The gentleman was gonna buy it. The guy was buying it for 5 years.
and he was messing it up, messing the place up, so I took it back. I took him out. He was doing drugs in the yard and all that stuff, so I didn't get rid of him. And I didn't take it over. There's a guy named Robert Haney had it then.
So you weren't managing the
Oh, no,
bar?
ma'am. No,
And your
evident-
name was still on it.
my name was, well, I kept the corporation my name. Because if they mess up, then I can, nothing I can do if it,
Right, so October 2009, you were not managing the bar,
No,
Mr.
ma'am.
Marshall?
No, ma'am, not at
No.
all.
Okay.
Had nothing to do
Your
with
name
it.
was still on the
Yes.
license.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
so you do it, so
Right.
when you
That's-
sell it,
Yeah, one at a time. I'm
I'm
talking
sorry,
about
I'm sorry.
right now,
When you
Mr.
sell
Marshall
it,
Senior.
I kept it in my name, so stop all the, so he couldn't screw me out of the place, because sometimes he can rip you off with it, through lawyers and stuff like that.
No, I understand that. I just know that even if someone else is managing your bar, you may not know.
He was buying it. I
Even
wasn't
if somebody
selling it.
else is buying it in management, as long as your name is still on that license, you're still responsible for that underage sale to minor. It's
That's
like
why,
your name on the title, and you go crash that
I didn't,
car.
nobody notified me about it. I didn't know it. I never had a liquor board,
All right, well.
so I didn't know nothing about it.
Luckily, folks, it's just beyond the 3-year look-back period for this board, because we wouldn't be talking about maybe a $500 fine, but maybe a $2,200 fine if we were just 3 months back. So maybe some of your luck is good here.
Appreciate it.
Can I ask you a question? Did Mr. Haney testify that
We were aware of the fact that he was representing the liquor board in that case?
Sir, that was 3.5 years
Right.
ago. And 1,500 hearings ago.
Right.
I
Well,
don't
that-
know what Mr. Haney
That's the case.
said.
Why did we not know about that is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, that's, I can tell you what the normal procedure is with the liquor board, and that is that the summons will go to the bar and will be signed for by whoever's working at the bar. So it is possible that,
It's understood,
you're
sir.
lucky that he paid too, so we're not asking you to for a fine from 3.5 years ago. So at least he did pay it. All right, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, just, any consideration you can afford, it would be greatly appreciated.
right,
We'll
thank you.
definitely make sure
Yes.
that this is an isolated incident.
Indeed. Okay, we're gonna go off the record. You guys want to?
Just give me this one for the give me it's the first verse. Says 100 plus 125, but the additional time to get it.
Okay. All right, let's go on the record. Decision phase, February 21, 2013, George Marshall and Brenda Marshall, Marshalls, Inc., trading as Marshalls, 2351 Washington Boulevard. It's a 4.01A violation hearing for a BD7 Tavern. On January 16th, 2013, we have determined by a preponderance of the evidence that an underage sale was made to Cadet Brandon Hirsch, under the age of 21 at that time. And those facts were corroborated by the agent for our agency and Detective Greenhill of the Baltimore Police Department. This is a first violation as far as a 3-year look-back period. The board does take these matters seriously. It is going to be a $500 fine today and a $125 hearing fee. We'll be happy to work with you on a payment plan if you need that.
I don't think so.
You may be able to pay that today? All right. So go see Mr. Page. Hopefully we'll see you back here for another million years.
And we appreciate your consideration.
Not a problem.
Thanks,
Thank
sir.
you, Mr. Marshall. Thank you, Mr. Marshall. We're off the record. We are adjourned.